And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic.
That's great, partner. You two ever go outplace everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you do it? Teach me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when it's
try
time,
this with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try
you
this
gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Yes. Woo! Oh, shoot! Some dramatic background music going on right there. Today is a good day. Hopefully, you guys are doing well out there. I need to adjust myself here. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hopefully, you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. It is Tuesday, y'all, and as our brother Lucas would say, this is Monday Part 2. You know, it is Monday Junior. It is Monday, the mini me of Monday, if you will. But anyway, like I said, hopefully you guys are having a terrific morning. I don't know about you, but I had a hard time getting some sleep last night. I just could not sleep. My mind was racing like crazy. Maybe it was also the second monster that I drank around 5 o'clock. That's probably not a good idea. Just a regular, because I sat there. I'm like, man, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I can handle this. Man, I've drank coffee and gone to sleep drank a whole cup of coffee and then put my ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had no issues falling asleep ever in my life. And these monster drinks are no joke. I'll just say that first and foremost. I need to adjust this real quick. But like I've been saying, terrific Tuesday. There's a lot to be happy about. One, just being on this planet. Two, it's just a couple more days until the weekend, y'all. If you guys even are celebrating weekends anymore, because now everything's kind of just blending into one. Everything's just, fusing into like one full ass day. 7 days is just one day for a lot of people now. They're like, what did I do? What the hell did I do yesterday? Did I do something yesterday? Damn. Did I? Wait. Oh, today's what? What day is today? You know what I'm saying? Oh, today's my birthday. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's just fusing into one. So hopefully you guys are finding some type of separation of time and whatnot, because let me just keep it real. It is tough out here, I'm sure. So find things that keep you sane, y'all. This show keeps me sane, and it reminds me that there are days in the week. I'm just gonna be real. So for me to say out loud, hopefully you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. It's not for yo ass. It's for me to remind myself that today is Tuesday, because I know for a fact that if I didn't do this show and if I didn't sit there and say, hope you guys are having a terrific Tuesday, I think today is just one big Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got my boys in the house. We got Jack Buck and Tom Schoenhart, Jackie Buck and Tommy Boy. What the guan, bruhs?
What's up, man? Yeah, it's that timing that you're putting that energy into you. Because you start guzzling those things down around 5. They don't kick in until about 9 or 10 o'clock. It's the same thing with that afternoon coffee. If you hit it at 5 or 6, you're in trouble. If you go like 3 or 4, then you got a chance.
Yeah.
But, I got the same issue. Where all of a sudden, like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, hey, finally, I feel awake. But wait, I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be right now. Yeah. That's why you can fall asleep. If you guzzle that coffee and go right to bed, because it hasn't processed.
Right.
I mean, that's a way to get your morning started, though. Start guzzling coffee at midnight.
See?
And you just wake up ready to go.
Bruh, be like, boom, I'm ready. Let's go. And I literally, okay, so, I was feeling a little sluggish yesterday afternoon. I was doing my 5 p.m. Central Standard Time show, shameless plug. And I'm sitting there going, hey, I just need a little pick me up. I just need a little giddy up a little hitch in my step, just a little giddy up, So I said, you know what? I've already drank one Monster. F it. Let me just do another one. I'm invincible. If I want to go to sleep, I go to sleep when I say I want to go to sleep. I'm in control of my own bodies. You feel me? So I said, okay, fine. Drank the other one, did the show, and then I'm still sipping on it, and I'm kind of going, I'm all right. I'm going to, it's going to be all right. I didn't even drink the whole thing, man. I really didn't drink the whole thing. The thing is still half full. Optimist. Anyway, I sat there, and I'm like, I'm not feeling good. Nah, I'm fine. I go lay down, and literally, I'm just like my feet. I'm rubbing my feet together. I'm messing with my fingers. I'm rolling back and forth. I'm tossing and turning. I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like my mind was just not letting me rest. I didn't fall asleep until about 2:00 this morning. Damn, that stuff is no joke. That stuff is strong. And I literally was like, like I said, taurine or whatever the hell the chemicals are. It's natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is like coffee. I got this. And then I took it and I'm like, bruh, I'm wide awake. I am wide awake. And so, yeah, I got to schedule out my times when I do monsters, because those things are no joke. Yeah. I could do one in early, usually my routine is I'm usually doing one I'm usually drinking one right around like 11 o'clock or something like that whenever we're doing our show. You see me sipping on them. I'm just knocking them back. No big deal. Just one, not them. Just knocking one back. But later in the afternoon, I just need to ride through it. You know what I mean? I just not a good idea. Just so you know. Rule of thumb. Not a good idea.
You're sitting there, you can hear your heartbeat while you're laying there. You're like,
bruh.
All right, is it going too fast?
No, but
is it going too fast?
But here's the thing, though. I wasn't having a problem with that. It wasn't a matter of, I could feel my heartbeat and, I'm having heart palpitations. It wasn't that at all. I just felt really hype. I just felt really hype, and I was just, Woodgrain, what's up? Good morning, Woodgrain. Good morning, James. Woodgrain just said on YouTube, monster drinks are bad for the heart. That's very true. You're very right, and I'm not one to be an energy drinker in the first place. Like, you won't see me running around drinking Red Bulls. Like, I'm not about that life, but they're so damn delicious, though, and it beats drinking several cups of coffee, which I would end up doing because of the amount of content that I put out all the time and the amount of times I'm in front of my computers and all that stuff. I got to be awake and alert, and I got all these projects to finish and all that. So I need something that's going to keep me sharp. And drinking coffee all day, every day, it's bad for the heart too, and for the kidneys. So I'm like, all right, what other choices do I have? And I'm trying not to drink sodas, and then I just got introduced to Monster, and I'm like, this is zero sugars, and I'm like, this is delicious. What is this wonderful serum that's just in a aluminum can? Monster. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like, all right, I can only drink one a day if I do that. If I end up drinking one, you'll see me drink one. Just wait. It'll happen today. I will be drinking it.
Switch over to straight maple syrup, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, man. I mean, might as well just mainline it. You know what I'm saying? Mainline it. Shoot it right between my toes. You know what I mean? Find the right vein and just shoot it right between my toes. Betwixt my toes. You know what I'm saying? Just get that straight sugar high. But that's sugar. This does not have sugar. It's zero sugar. At least that's what they say.
No, zero directly added sugar. If you look up all the ingredients on there, majority of them have sugar in them.
I know.
So that's the trick.
Yeah.
You rename it, repackage it, and now it's good for you.
Yeah.
Have you tried cocaine on the wood grain, though?
I have not. That's another. I heard booger sugar is really good for the heart. I heard that's really good for you.
Really good for you.
Yeah, really good for you. No, I'm totally kidding. Before you start watching this and it triggers you, please don't. Please don't do that. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Crack is whack. Cocaine is expensive. Don't do it. Anyway, Woodgrain just said, dude, get into natural herbs and weed. Facts. I'm not. Well, pause on the weed. I don't smoke weed, but natural herbs, sure. Weed, nah. You know what I'm saying? But Woodgrain just said, in all caps, just smoke weed. See, here's the thing, Woodgrain, that stuff does not make you alert. So it might have other things, like other benefits, like lowering your anxiety, the whole nine, making you hungry, the whole, all the stuff that THC does for you. But that does not keep me alert. That would just make me want to watch TV and eat a whole bunch of ding dongs and just do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Eat everything in my cupboard right now. So. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. What am I saying? I appreciate the what's the word?
Enthusiasm.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. I appreciate the tips. Little pieces of advice. But no, that stuff will just make me like totally gone. So anyway. How are you guys doing? What's been good? Enough about talking about drinking monsters, for crying out loud. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right. I mean, yeah, I feel you on the monster thing. I can't drink any caffeinated drink stronger than soda. If I can have it gets dicey if I have a cup of coffee. If I have 2 cups of coffee, I'm having like a full day panic attack. It's no fun. And I was thinking about this. Like, we used to do a show out of a venue back in the day where they had very weak coffee. And I didn't know it was very weak coffee. All I knew is I could have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee while we were doing the show. And I was like, I guess I can drink coffee again. And then I went out and bought my own coffee and started making coffee at home. And I'm like, nope, no, I can't do it. Heart's beating out of my chest and I got cold sweats and my extremities are cold. And I was just, So no, I can drink soda. I can drink a lot of soda, but if you give me a cup or 2 of coffee, I'm out of commission for the day. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
a caffeine fiend.
You're a caffeine fiend?
Caffeine fiend, yes.
I feel you.
I did monsters for a little bit, but then I transitioned back over to Red Bull. And I was putting those Red Bulls down for a minute there, especially when I was out doing like all the roofing stuff. Because I wanted to be I'd be going on a lot of lack of sleep because I was working long hours and then go out in the heat. So I tried to guzzle water down, but I needed something to stay alert because you don't want to misstep on a roof. So, I was putting down those tall Red Bulls. And then I was realizing that part of the reason I was getting lack of sleep was because I'd had too much Red Bull. So it's like a perpetual thing. Like you had to stay awake, so you just kept on drinking it. Yeah. That's how they get you. And so
that's how they get.
No, that's terrible. About the time I started getting this caffeine sensitivity, I was really starting. I was about 29 or so when I started getting this caffeine sensitivity, and I was just starting to become like a coffee snob, where I bought my own grinder, and I was buying beans from artisanal coffee makers and stuff like that. And yeah, just around that time, I started having super bad panic attacks from any coffee at all. I can do tea, I can do soda, but anything stronger than that, that's the day right there. I'll just be laid out.
Just feeling all right. Just not really feeling all right, actually. You just be
feeling terrible.
Just sweating profusely and asking God, why is this happening to me the entire time? Why?
Right. Right? Yes, I'm okay.
I'm okay. Cold showers.
still in your clothes, rocking back and forth in the shower. Sorry, that's
about right.
that's not funny. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of you, man. You know, in the situation, bruh. You know I love you.
No, it's just No, it's fine. It's just I know I can't drink caffeine anymore. You know, in large doses.
Yeah.
So, but I'll drink Diet Dr Pepper all day long. That's fine. But anything stronger than that, we're in trouble.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man.
I might need a Monster Energy drink for later today. We're having dirt delivered for our garden, and usually I've just gone and bought like the bag stuff at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And then just carried it in the backyard. Now we're just having a whole like dump truck thing being dropped off in our driveway. So now I'm gonna have to be like scooping and wheelbarrow back to the backyard. What are you guys doing later?
Social distancing.
Well, see, I was going to say staying away from you because, social distancing because of that social distancing. Oh, man. Well, we got to go into this top news thing. And, of course, Tom, if you can look this thing up really quick. Kim Jong-un is in critical condition right now after being under the knife, after going under the knife, having some surgical procedure that he had a couple days ago. And now South Korea is refusing to give out information, or actually, are they giving out the information or are they refusing to give out the information?
North Korea?
No, it's like South Korea refuted the information.
Yeah, South Korea is refuting U.S. intelligence that Kim Jong-un is in grave danger after having heart surgery.
Yes.
South Korea is saying that there's nothing coming out of North Korea that implies that Kim Jong-un is gravely ill. But he did miss a celebration for his grandfather, the founder of North Korea, Kim Il-sung, I think. I think that's, let me make sure I got that right. Make sure I didn't name an actor or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, yeah, Kim Il-sung. He missed a celebration for his late grandfather's birthday a few days back, which was seen as very odd that he would miss that. So there are conflicting reports as to whether or not Kim Jong-un is, gravely ill.
Go ahead.
Put Tommy up on the screen.
I'm trying to.
There we go.
I'm trying to. Don't tell me what to do, man. I'm trying.
I see you sipping on your coffee.
I know. I'm trying. This thing is tripping. Thing is tripping. But so continue. I'm actually trying to deal with the program. But anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He missed this birthday for his grandfather a couple days ago. That's not something he normally does. There have been reports that due to his, he's very overweight. Apparently he smokes like a chimney. So there are reports that he had heart surgery over the weekend or in the last week or so. And that has, knocked him out and possibly put him at death's door, which would be really something to see if North Korea, without a male heir to Kim Il-sung, what would become of North Korea? I think his sister, I believe, is very close to him. So I don't know what the consensus is if something happens to Kim Jong-un, who would take over. Yeah. Well, I know his sister's always been seen as someone that's very close to him.
Yeah, but you never know as well. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Because they could sit there all day, hold out that information as much as they can, try to make it seem like nothing's going on, and then say he's passed. They might hold that information out for as long as they can, bring in some duplicate or some stand-in person that looks closely like Kim Jong-un. I mean, there's so many different speculations. I'm sure the conspiracy theories are starting to roll like a mug right now, with that idea. Obviously... And also, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if he was to leave this planet, if he was to perish, is that going to be good news? Would that be good news? And that's something I would love to see what people think on, because I don't know. Maybe he's maintaining, he might be crazy, but he might be maintaining that peace and that relationship between America and North Korea. So, you know what I'm saying? So you never really know. I'm interested to see what happens with that for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
I would be worried if you would be that sick, that if he seems like the personality that would want to go out with a bang and do something stupid.
Yes, but if he's medically, like if they put him down, like if they actually put him in some sort of thing, like he's heavily drugged the whole nine, he's not going to be saying anything crazy anytime soon. You know, if he was to pass, like if they were to, you know, put him in a medically induced coma or some sort of thing like that, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be like, my last dying wish is, you know, bomb America.
Nuke America.
Yeah, nah, I don't think he would say anything crazy like that because
I'm going to knock on wood.
Yeah. Because I feel like he would want to see that happening for himself. See what I'm saying? I feel like he's such a egomaniac and he's such a crazy human being that I feel like he would want to see the mushroom cloud. Like he would be like, I want front row seats to that because that's my doing. I'm very proud of myself, that kind of thing. So, you know. And then, so Greg Williams, what's up, Greg Williams? He's somewhere checking out his military equipment out of sight, out of mind. And yeah, that could be it too. You never know. He could just be like, they could be just spreading some rumor like, yeah, let's have him have some heart surgery and have him disappear somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Then now there's going to be like, he's out there partying with Tupac and Biggie, you know? Because they ain't dead. You see what I'm saying? Like Elvis Presley, Tupac, Biggie, and Kim Jong-un all kicking in and having a grand old time. Because Kim Jong-un, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like if he was to pass, they'd be like, nah, that's a lie. That is a lie right now. That is a bold-faced lie. You know for a fact he's still alive, man. He's somewhere in Jamaica having a blast or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to imagine Kim Jong-un trying to like blend in somewhere with his, you know, his like canned ham face and like, you know, like there's no way he could like hide in plain sight. He's a very recognizable guy. What's crazy to me about Kim Jong-un is he's 36 years old.
He's 36?
He's 36.
Bruh, he looks like he's 56.
I know.
Dang. He's been having it's a hard knock life for Kim. No, it's not. He has all the power. How does he look so damn old, man? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what cigarettes will do.
Huh?
That's what cigarette chain smoking.
That's what it is too. That is what it is.
Sucks the life out of you, literally.
Wow, he has been, man, it's hard out here for a Kim. You know it's hard out here for a Kim. Yeah, he looks like he's like 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you know, it's like in a way, I feel weird because I want to say like instantly, you know, because it's a person's life. I want to say like, I hope he gets through it. But then a part of me is like, no, I shouldn't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a tyrant. Why would I want him to survive? You know what I'm saying? So he is right now. He's in critical condition, and we're gonna see what happens with his ass. You know what I mean? And how he handles everything, you know? We're going to go to a quick commercial break here very shortly, but I just wanted to throw up our Let's Talk question of the day. And our Let's Talk question is... This is our Let's Talk question. Wow, this thing's tripping. Real talk tripping. Question is, what do you want? 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 What do you want, man? You know, this is the thing that I want to know. What do you want? You know, what do you want? What do you want from life? What do you want? That's our let's talk question of the day. So don't be shy. Comment down below. We're going to have this whole conversation going on in the next segment. Anyway, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. What do you want? Like the thing, like when you're trying to find out what your girl wants to eat, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you want, man? What do you want? Just tell me what you want, man. You know what I mean? Nobody?
What you want, what you need.
Yeah, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Some Beastie Boys up in this piece. You know what I'm saying? No? What do you want from me? You know what I mean? Some whatever his face is, the guy from American Idol or whatever. No? Nobody? Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. We're going to go into a quick commercial break. What do you want, man? What do you want? We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this scrutiny. All the good people different to me.
Hey, take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fake as it leaks. Entertainers are trucking for tweakers. They're losing their selves. Their lives are unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range to you. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out the show, please go click that like button on our Facebook page. If you're watching on my personal page on Facebook, please go find us on the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Pascal Show, and go and crush that like button. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube right now, go hit that subscribe button as well. Crush that subscribe button. You know, we've been working really hard to get to 10,000 subscribers. Of course, that is not even the limit. That's not even the ceiling in which we're trying to get to, but we're trying to get as far out as we can. And of course, if you're watching on Twitch or Twitter, what's up? Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and hit that follow button as well. Anyway, it is time for Let's Talk.
Now you've got to be kidding me.
He needs some milk.
And in Let's Talk today, the question of the day is, what do you want? Very simple question. Very simple question. What do you want? I mean, there's so many different ways you can say that. There's so many different ways you can ask that question. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? See what I'm saying? What do you want? Just saying. What you do what? Comment down below. Comment down below. You know, I'm trying to be all like, you know, I'm trying to think. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help Wood Grain because you know for a fact he rolling that. You know, he rolling that good right now. So deep. You know what I'm saying? Want you do what? Anyway, comment down below. Let us know what it is that you want. That could be anything. That is such a universal question. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to throw it over to Jack because I know we threw this out on Reddit, and there's a lot of responses on Reddit. So let's read a few of those. Of course, there's some people that are commenting on YouTube, you know, commenting down below and all that. So, and then we'll go around the room, of course. So, Jack,
Okay.
Reddit.
So yeah, so we're partially Reddit famous because we asked this question to people.
Hey.
And we currently have 641 comments.
641.
So grab your coffee, sit back, and we're gonna be here for a little while.
I'm super excited.
No, I'm just gonna read a couple of the top comments. But we have Bitstrip says, money, a lizard, and to be in love with someone who feels the same way about me. There's whole conversations that go underneath this string of talking about lizards. But, you know, that's Reddit for you. The money thing I get. Yeah, everyone wants a little bit of money. A lizard, sure. Yeah, you know, I had a couple growing up. They were good. They're fun to have, and especially I knew a guy in college that had like a bearded dragon. That thing was super cool. And you know, to fall in love with someone that loves you the same way, that's always a plus.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Let's see here. Peppa Pig said garlic bread.
Word.
So, and someone said, when do we want it? And the other person said, when it's done baking. So that's
that's a good one. Easy.
Yeah, someone replies saying they want COVID to be over. Which that makes sense.
Yes.
The confused composer said to be a great music producer someday. So hopefully they achieved that. Piano by Numbers said, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. And then the entire lyrics were one by one line said beneath that comment.
That's amazing.
So we have that entire song if you want to go and see it there.
If you want to be my lover. You gotta get with my friends. Okay. Wow.
You know, interesting fact, Bob Dylan wrote that song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, for real?
No. Oh, my God, Jack. Jack, come on.
From his vault? Like it was a hidden track somewhere?
If you want to be my lover. You know what I mean? Nah.
Awesome cover.
Like a Rolling Stone. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're sitting down, we're smoking weed and hey. No, that does not sound like Spice Girls at all.
We got BSD 8.5 says a dog and a beer.
That sounds real country right there. I just want a dog and a beer. You know, that should be a song.
Sounds pretty attainable.
Yeah, it is pretty attainable.
The simple things in life.
You know.
Karma Flare said another season of Firefly. I never watched it, but I heard a lot of people were into it.
It was a cult hit. People really loved that show. It only lasted for a season. And then that mug got shut off. But then they did a movie. They did the damn thing. People loved the movie. But yeah, it's just, yeah. I've only seen a couple episodes, but I would definitely, after seeing the movie, I would go see a second season of Firefly.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Nice.
Yeah.
Trash Omelet said to not be sunburned currently.
Oh, that sucks for you. Well, no, forget you, man. Lucky you. Okay. That was literally them trying to like brag. That's all. That's how I see it. That was a brag.
We got Alex XIV says roast chicken flavor ramen.
Ooh, that'd be kind of fire, though. Some roast chicken ramen? I'm kidding. Some ramen. Real quick, I'm gonna read some of these. I'm gonna read some of these over here too. Yeah. Let's see. Where am I? Sorry, I'm looking. Michael on Twitch. What's up, Michael? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well over there. In Romania. Thank you so much for tuning in. He says, I want peace. Yeah, Romania. He said, I want peace. Woodgrain said, I want health and wellness so I can continue to leave a legacy for my family. You know what? Drop the mic, walk off the damn stage. That's a beautiful, beautiful want. Very good job, man. You clearly the weed is kicking in right now. Let's see. Greg also, I'm going to throw it back over to you, Jack, here in a second. Greg also said, Greg, what's up, Greg? Hope New York is doing well for you, brother. He said, I want USA to get this bullish together. What an effing year this month has been. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting. It's been like the Twilight Zone, real talk. You know what I'm saying? So keep the comments going down below. I'm going to throw it back over to Jack. Keep going, brother.
We got IMNG3 says enough money to buy a small farm in New Zealand and just retire there. Sounds nice.
Word.
We got Delando Albuto says affordable housing so I can leave my abusive household.
Bang.
So good luck to them. I hope
man.
they find that.
Yes, please find someplace safe, please. That's terrible.
Yes. Let's see. We got Phone Jess as a haircut. So that's good.
Do it yourself. Show us the results.
Yes. We have another person, and Bob might be cool, also said garlic bread.
Garlic bread is, I'm telling you, garlic bread is life.
Yeah. Untamed New says to accept my nose. I know it is fine, and it isn't even that big, and it isn't misshapen, but I dislike it sometimes.
Okay.
You know, self-acceptance is good.
Yeah.
And we got 2009-237 says to know what I want. That's what they want.
To what?
So to know what they want.
Facts.
I don't know.
Facts.
There's a variety of people on here that go, I have no clue what I want. And that seems to be a theme.
No, but that's
and
true.
half the people on here are saying just to be happy. But other people on here, there's a large group of people saying to find a significant other.
Right.
To not be lonely.
Because this is the time. This is the time right now where people are going to be feeling really lonely, especially if they're not lucky enough to have the right partner with them or the right people around them. This is literally the time where people are going, man, you know, I wish, you know, this is the time when people start feeling lonely for sure. And then, of course, finding that inner happiness, being happy within yourself. This is the time when people are going to be really hurting, you know. And apparently there's going to be a lot of people out there hurting for a squirting.
Yeah.
So.
Hey.
Hey. I'm just joking. But anyway, no, not really. Actually, I'm not joking. That's some real talk. But at the same time, you know, there's some people out here. I'm sorry. But there are some people out here that are going to be, that the loneliness is real. And so I hope everybody does find something that keeps them happy, you know. And we always talk about it on the show, but yeah, you know, me doing this show keeps me happy. Obviously, I have, you know, the love of my life. I'm very happy to have the woman that I have in my life. I'm very lucky. But at the same time, like, you need other things. It's not only just finding solace in your partner. You got to find happiness within yourself as well, you know. Right. So I hope people do find that, and especially that woman who said, or that person that said that they can get out of they want to get out of their abusive household. I really do hope that they find safety soon. You know, I wish I can grant that wish on them, you know? So Tom, what do you want?
You know, like at the risk of sounding like that old Steve Martin Christmas SNL sketch where he's talking about like, oh, peace and love throughout the world and all that crap, but also a brand new Lamborghini, you know, that old bit. I kind of feel, you know, yeah, I want the obvious thing, you know, coronavirus to be over, a significant other that loves me like I love her, blah, 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 all that crap. But really what I want is a nice, like 115-inch screen with like a projector in a finished basement with surround sound. And yeah, basically, I just want a movie theater in my basement. And I guess, peace and harmony throughout the world and all that garbage.
Of course.
But, yeah.
Jack, how about you?
So, I mean, on a very basic thing, I would really want a double steak burger with cheese from Steak and Shake right now.
You serious?
Sounds
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
It's so good.
That sounds gross.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like Steak and Shake's burgers?
Not anymore. Okay. Okay. So for everyone who's watching and listening right now, let me break down. Let me just break down Steak and Shake for you, because there's a lot of people that don't know that what Steak and Shake is. It's kind of a regional thing. Steak and Shake is a burger spot, restaurant, that kind of thing. It is if you have Shake Shack, then you know what Steak and Shake is. It's basically kind of a Shake Shack in a way. It's just kind of I'd like to say it's like a poor man's version of Shake Shack in a way. But it is. What's again?
Those are fighting words.
Not really, if you really think about it. Because Shake Shack basically took Steak and Shake, the idea at least, and zhuzhed it up and gave it a little bit more of something, And of course, the burgers are made with they're steak burgers. All right, so they're not perfect patties or anything like that. They're just they're kind of mashed burgers, smashed burgers. Now when you've had them a bunch, they're really great. Yes, it's like crack. But when you stop eating them, and then you go back one day, like it happened to me, I stopped eating Steak and Shake. There was a time that I was eating Steak and Shake at least once or twice a week, man. It was bad. And so I said, I'm going to stop. I need to start eating healthier. I need to start taking care of myself. Enter 2 cans of Monsters later. So healthy choices, guys. Anyway, so I went and got some Steak and Shake, and that stuff is salty as hell. It is so salty. Like I bit into it, and I'm like, oh, what is this? It was just so salty. So for me, my relationship with Steak and Shake is now kind of tarnished, unfortunately.
Maybe it's not salt. Maybe it was MSG. That's how they get you coming back. You got to get hooked on it.
Yeah, it's like that crack. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stopped eating that stuff. I don't know. And I haven't had Steak and Shake since then. But at least where we are, since it's a regional thing, a lot of Steak and Shakes are starting to shut down. And if you want to own a business, to own a Steak and Shake, all you got to do is invest $10,000 and you got yourself a Steak and Shake. So, yeah.
You got billboards for it.
Yep. They're like, please.
When I was younger, I was like probably 7 or 8 years old, and I'd gone to a Cardinals game, and then we had waited till the end. My dad and my grandfather and I went out to the Steak and Shake over in Brentwood, and we were sitting there eating in a booth, and a guy then tries to rob the place with a knife, like going over the counter. And like 2 guys that were in another booth get up and like kind of tackled him to the ground, and he fights back. And then it ends up like getting moved to the outside, and they're fighting, like fist fighting outside until cops show up. It was a pretty intense Steak and Shake visit for a youngin. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That reminds me, we've all been friends a long time. That reminds me of that. I don't remember who all was along for this, but that night at White Castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were underage, drunk at White Castle, and like a bunch of cops came in and were like, hey, we start like freaking out, like, oh my God, they know we're here and we're intoxicated underage. And they hang out for a minute and they talk to the people working at the Steak and Shake. And when they leave, they're like, I think the cop came over to us and was like, did anybody see a man out in the bushes in the parking lot with a chainsaw? And we're like, no, we didn't see that. They're like, yeah, apparently he had some beef with one of the employees there and was like waiting for that guy to get off his shift and carve him up outside or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't a gas-powered chainsaw. It was an electric one, because he was over in the bushes plugging it into the outside outlet. And so like that guy had to come out that door, or if he went out any other door, the guy wouldn't be able to reach him. So,
oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I was there that night. That was the sober driver. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. That's why you have the clearest memory of this. Yeah.
Yes. So
that's really funny.
Cool.
That's really funny.
So,
but
Pascal,
Yeah.
What are other things that you would want? Like if you had to break it down into the different categories, like for your work life and for like your personal life, what would be like your top 2 things that you would want right now?
Oh boy, that's a solid question. Work wise, hold on, I'm trying to do this.
And there's a lot
Will
of
it
like
work?
to lose weight, to get more sleep, to find a buried treasure, like
Well,
what's pizza.
More pizza in my life. Got plenty of pizza in my life. Real talk. Okay. So to answer your question, okay. So work-wise, I would love for this show to be one of the top shows out there. Just on a personal level, I put in a lot of hours and put in a lot of effort into this thing, and I love what I do. And I want this to be something that makes a lot of money and get past that threshold of, because at the end of the day, it's really about who you know, and it's not only about who you know, it's about what you know and all that stuff, and it's all about who you're sitting at the dinner table with, so me, it's like wanting to be associated with more powerful people, more influencers, and getting out there, getting my voice out there, getting this show out there, and so that it's more people that are actually tuning in and conversating with us, and actually not only having a good time, but having full on intelligent conversations with each other. Not only just to talk about like who's the baddest rapper around or anything like that. I mean, those are great conversations too, and I want to have those too. But also talk about what's going on in the world, and because I like to learn within the conversation too, because you can't form your opinion unless you can't fully form a logical opinion until you have the opposing sides being said to you as well. You know what I'm saying? So that you can form your own opinion with the facts, not just the rhetoric and just propaganda and trash. But anyway, moving on, because that's a whole other conversation. So yes, world domination, Pinky. I want to take over the world, Pinky. So that's one, most definitely. And then on a personal, I'd like to sit down and talk to my dad one last time.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Because in about 6 days, it'll be 6 months since he passed. So, on a very personal level.
Have you gone and had a conversation at the cemetery?
Yeah. Oh, and I mean, sorry. I've had a lot of conversations with my dad. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry, man.
I didn't expect that to happen.
That's why they call it real talk.
Yeah. I talk to my dad every day. He is I think about him every day. And the thing is it's like he's always with me. Lately it's been hard because it'll be 6 months in a couple days, and I just miss him a lot, and I would give everything, if I could just have one more conversation with him when he was in his right mind. Like, I would kill right now. I don't drink anymore, but if I did, or shoot, I would, and it's not like I have a drinking problem or anything. I would literally break that just to sit down and have a rum and Diet Coke with him one last time and just have a conversation with him for sure. So, yeah, I'd give everything just to have that. So that's what that's what I would. That's what I want more than anything in the world. Yeah, because I don't mean to get into this, but I mean like my conversations with him recently, not recently. The last conversation I had with him ever was. The last conversation I had with him was where he was within his right mind. Was not a great one, actually. Nothing was said, nothing mean was said, but it was just more of he was terrified for his life. He knew he was on his way out. So it wasn't really a conversation. It was more of him saying, you know, keep an eye on your sisters, keep an eye on your mother, kind of thing, you know. So it wasn't really like a tell me about the ways of the world and tell me about the mistakes that you made that you don't want me to make as a man type of thing. But one thing I'm very lucky though is something that you said, Jack, on a deep dive on Reddit one time, where it was like our parents get to watch us grow up, but we actually get to watch our parents grow up too. And that stuck with me because as I started thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? That's facts. That's super facts. You know, I got to watch my dad grow up, and he made a lot of mistakes. And one of the tragic things that I realized is that he didn't really get a chance to enjoy life or enjoy the fruits of his labor because he was laboring so damn much. And I'm a lot like my dad. Like, I work myself to the bone. So I'm trying my hardest to learn from his mistakes. My father was dope. So I just want everybody to understand that. My father was incredible. But one of the things that he did was that he worked himself to the bone. And when it was finally time for him to be able to sit back, relax, and look back and go, look at this incredible life I've created for my family and for everyone, he got sick. And he couldn't really enjoy everything to the fullest extent. So yeah, anyway, this left turn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this left turn. But I would give everything to sit down with my dad one more time.
Left turn to get on the right road right there, man. That's a true one. And, you know.
Yeah.
But your dad didn't have to tell you that, you know, those other things. He didn't need to because he already ingrained them in you.
Yeah. No, that's true.
You know,
that's very true.
And you are the living embodiment of him. So it's you keep that light shining.
I mean, I am most definitely my father's son. I am most definitely my father's son. I am definitely his son. But yeah, you know, it's funny because, you know, I have stuff on my desk all the time of him, you know, around. And, you know, for example, like stuff like that, you know, of my mom, you know, and my dad. Like, you know, I just have these things that are just laying around. So it's hard not to think of him. Like, I have his name plaque, you know, from his desk that's right here on my desk right in front of me. So I see him and I have his old ID from the hospitals that he used to work at and everything. So I have so much of his stuff still here because I'm so scared of forgetting him, like forgetting what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like those little things, you know? So I'm like, I need to keep something nearby so I can always just like, you know what I mean? As a constant reminder. Because Anyway, it's just something that scares me. But yeah. So what about you, Jack? Real quick, what do you want?
Well, you know, I feel like we just got to go to break. And we got that guy calling in. We're gonna leave it at that. That's I can't top it at like a once.
Come on, give it a shot.
Go for it, man.
2 Twinkies? I don't know.
Thank you. No, I appreciate you saying that. Real talk. And you know, I didn't expect that to go that way. And everyone who's watching and listening and all that, I really appreciate everybody tuning in and giving me love. It really does mean a lot. I know that some people on Facebook kind of tuned in real quick. It's funny when you don't know who's actually watching and then they're watching. But I appreciate everybody putting in the love and support. But anyway, woo! We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be sitting down with a content creator. He's really big on, he's really big physically. Like, this man is gigantic. This man is a mountain. But we are going to have a very talented guy on our show. He's huge on IG. He goes by Big Brody. Jamar Williamson will be in the house on the show just in a few minutes here. So stick around. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this scrutiny. All the good people different to me.
Take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers, and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range, too. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood, we inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out this show, please go click that like button, hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, The Whole Nine. If you're listening to us on WGNU 920 AM, thank you so much for tuning in. Anyway, I got somebody very, very special in the house. I got my boy, Big Brody, in the house. Jamar Williamson, what's good, man?
Mr. Bonehead himself. What's going on, my boy? How you, man?
Man, I'm good, man. You know what I mean? Staying busy, staying alive, you know, working my butt off and, you know, just trying to get these stories out here and trying to keep people sane. You feel me?
I hear you, because in these times right now, man, it's crazy out there, man.
It's too crazy. It is too crazy.
First off, I just want to send prayers to everybody who lost somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to tell everybody, man, stay safe out there, man, because this is very dangerous times right now.
It is really dangerous times, man. I can't express how hard it's been for a lot of people all over the country and all over the world that have been losing a lot of friends, family, the whole nine. How are you holding up with Jersey? You're in Jersey right now, so how's New Jersey holding up, man?
As far as Jersey, it's pretty bad. You know, we right here next to New York. We got high numbers elevating every day on the COVID tip. I've lost a few family members and a few friends. It's just very depressing, man. It's very depressing just to have your people snatched away like nothing.
Yeah. I mean, have you personally?
But
have you been personally dealing with some losses yourself?
Yes. I've lost 3 family members and 3 close friends.
Man, I'm so sorry.
All within a month's time, too.
Man, I'm so sorry, man. That must be
crazy,
really
man.
tough. Must be tough. Well, I mean, okay. So first off, your IG is. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My IG is big_Brody_6.
Yeah. So I know that you're okay. So your IG has been, obviously it's been blowing up. You've been doing the dang thing. Like your content is really fun. You're having a lot of good times. Can you go back to like the first video that went viral? You know what I'm saying? And tell me like, what was it and what made you, how did it go viral? Like, what made you go viral, if you mind me asking?
Well, I started out looking for this guy, Tyrone. Tyrone is a guy who goes around saying he's looking for people's wives to fuck him long dick style.
Yeah.
So my mission was to find Tyrone because I feel as though, my wife could have been loose at the time or whatever. You feel me?
Right.
So my first viral video, I would have to say, the first viral video was when I caught these boys playing ball in the ballpark and I roofed their ball. I kicked it all the way over the park. And World Star got a hold of that video, and in probably, I say 3 days, from Friday to Sunday, 2 days actually, I did about 167,000 followers off that one video alone.
That's wild, man. That's wild. And then it's just been an ongoing. It's been like an ongoing thing, since then, right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, my niche was to find Tyrone, and me and him mixed it up. We got in the ring. Actually, we got in the ring on the charity bout out in Philadelphia.
Word.
And it went sideways, I guess, because he has MMA background. So I guess it was hard for him to turn that off and realize that this was a boxing match. So his legs got involved. He got DQ'd, and
oh wow,
that kind of ended. Yeah, that kind of ended our saga right there.
Dang. So have you guys ever thought about maybe trying to do a rematch or anything like that?
It was no talks of a rematch, but I'm always down for a rematch. But it would have to be just to even the playing field. It would have to be on some real MMA. You know what I'm saying? Tip.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I want him to feel. I would want him to feel comfortable as possible.
Word.
Before I break him.
Okay. That's what's up. Before you body slam him on some benches or something like that. Yeah, before you break him in half. Yeah, man. Let me ask you something. Have you always been this big? Were you always this big, man?
Actually, yeah. I've been this big since I was 16. 16 years old, I hit about 260.
Dang.
And the most I've ever lost from there, I was 230. I lost a little bit of that weight because that was a little juvenile weight. I was 230, but ever since then, it's been up.
That's what's up, man.
I've always been athletically big.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I understand that you've been in a bunch of movies, a series, the series Scrutiny, the original Hustlers, the whole nine. So Water, another movie, Water, with Little Book, Little Films. So tell me a little bit about. Tell me a little bit about your acting, and the projects that you got out and all that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I always knew I wanted to be an entertainer in some way. You feel me? So
yeah,
I pursued a rap career when I was younger. It was looking promising for some years, but then things got a little shaky, and it kind of fell apart. And I kind of lost the drive for the rap game. Like once you get in that industry and see how things work, it's an ugly business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of lost the drive for it, but I jumped into the acting about 2015, and I met my man Philip Penza. Philip Penza is the proprietor of Little Books, Little Films.
Yes, sir.
And a big brother to myself. And I ran into him out in LA at a car wash, and he was real standoffish when we met. He didn't really want to talk, but he seemed interesting to me. Plus, he was driving a big Rolls, and I wanted to know, how do you get one of those, my man? You feel me?
Right.
So me and him began to stay in contact, and within a couple of months, he said, I'm shooting a movie, and I would like you to come out and be in it, out to Arizona. So he flew me out. We had a reading, and then about a couple weeks later, we commenced filming, and I had an all right time doing it. I felt at home on the set. The movie is Movie Madness. Movie Madness. So that was my first project.
That's what's up.
With Little Books, Little Films.
Yeah, man. I've seen all the movies, man. It's been dope, man. Yeah, I mean, I see you growing. I see you doing your thing, and it's pretty incredible, man. And I love that, and I love that you're still working on, you want to get good at that stuff. You're still honing in and working on your craft and trying to, and just working on getting better, and every single movie I've seen you do. Yeah, and every single
about growth.
Right.
It's about growth.
And every single movie I've ever seen you in, you've been just boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Just growing and growing and growing, and it's pretty dope, man. You know, it's really, really dope. You know. So let me ask you this.
Thank you,
how are you creating right now during this time of quarantine? Like, are you creating any content on your Instagram page, or are you just kind of putting everything on pause?
Well, like I said, I've been losing close family members and friends, so I haven't been motivated. I've been kind of depressed, kind of sunk into a hole, but I'm climbing out now. I've been writing. I've been writing because I want to write a few movies of my own. So I've been jotting. I ain't gonna say writing because I've been jotting. I've been all over the place. But in the near future, I do want to do my own writing on a movie, production, and everything. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm getting ready. I'm just getting ready for when the gates open, and it's ready to get back out west and filming on Scrutiny Season 2.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, you know what? Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, being a part of the show, conversating with me. And you definitely have got to come back on much more often because...
Listen, anytime, brother.
Thank you.
Like you remember me and you? I met you around the holiday season in New York.
Hell yeah.
We had a good time. You know what I mean? You're a good brother.
Thank you, man.
You're a good brother. I enjoyed your company. So
thank you, man.
Anytime you need me on, bro, you let me know and I'm there.
I got you. Hey, by the way, so James on YouTube just commented and he said, they're looking for a new they're looking for a new Black Panther. So rumor has it. So you might be in the standings for taking over some Killmonger stuff or something, man.
I don't know if they're looking for a new Black Panther. I don't know if Chadwick is putting that down. And if they were for the Black Panther, they'd be shooting high. That's a bit. We talking.
You big.
I'm not gonna box myself out.
I was gonna say
the competition will be very stout going on after that role.
Hey man, if they're looking for another Killmonger or Killmonger's brother or something like that, man, you should be right there.
Bring me in as the super villain.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Or another Luke Cage. Some Luke Cage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'd be perfect for that. Real talk.
Put me up in Harlem.
Yeah, man.
Put me up in Harlem.
All right, brother. Hey, I'll be talking to you soon, man. Hey, stay healthy, stay up, and I'll be talking to you soon, brother. All right?
Same to you, brother. Yo, shouts out to Little Books, Little Films.
Yes.
Scrutiny. Go check that out on Amazon Prime. Also, Water, Movie Madness. I mean, it's our time, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Take care, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Brother Pascal, man. I'll see you later, brother.
Peace, man. Y'all need to go and check this dude out, all right? He's in a whole bunch of movies under Little Books, Little Films. One of the main things is on Amazon Prime right now, as he just said. Go check out Scrutiny. Go check out Scrutiny, the original Hustlers, on Amazon Prime right now. First season is on there, and I'm telling you guys, it is definitely worth the watch. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight? I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
the Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this community. All the good people different to me.
Hey, take up in glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers and nothing unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range to you. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I always say, if this is the first time you checking out the show, please go click that like button on this feed. That would really mean a lot. And of course, hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button, the whole 9. Real quick, Debbie said, well, he's cute, but I'm scared. That's hilarious. Yes, he's a big dude, like no joke. That is somebody you do not want to have on your bad side. Like, you do not want him to be mad. You know what I'm saying? That is a very, very big, very tall, and very big mountain of a man. You know what I'm saying? That dude is, but he's great. You guys got to go and check out some of his content. Please go check out Big Brody 6 on Instagram. He's really, really great. The content he's putting together is a lot of fun, and he's definitely got that thing where it's kind of like wrestling, but not at the same time. There's still comedy in there and everything. I mean, it's great. A lot of his content's really, really funny. But anyway, it's time to get into some news because, you know, there's a lot of things going on. We have something on our title, our main title topic of the news. So let's talk about that really quick. Tom Brady was caught trespassing. Tom, throw this on us. Let us know. Speak on it.
All right. Well, Tom Brady, he was recently traded to Tampa Bay, so he like everyone else is trying to find a place to exercise these days. So I'm looking at Jack here. Sorry, Jack, play it straight.
Yeah.
Wipe that.
You gotta act like it. You gotta act like he's not shirtless right now. See what I'm saying? I mean, you just gotta put in the idea that he's just wearing a flesh colored shirt.
There's so much skin in this show. It's unbelievable.
Hey, Big Brody.
Well, I mean, well, that is Brody's gimmick. You know, Big Brody's gimmick is he's always shirtless. You know, he's.
I think I'm going to adopt that gimmick. I think you're just going to have to drink this in.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Drink this in.
Going back to
what's
Tom
going
Brady.
on?
Tom Brady was recently traded to Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was recently got in trouble with the. He was exercising in a park that was closed in Tampa, and a park's employee came up and told him he had to leave the park. So no special treatment even for Tom Brady.
Unbelievable.
It's the mayor has acknowledged that the situation happened, and no special treatment in Tampa.
No, man. He's like, I don't care.
It's kind of weird that he goes and does that too, right? Like, why would he think that he's able to go do that?
Probably the same reason he thinks he can deflate the ball and videotape other teams' practices and.
So it's okay if you don't get caught. That's his whole mentality.
He's a national. He's a national. He's a national treasure. All right, national treasure. You feel me? Come on, guys. No, I'm just kidding. No. Tom Brady should not be getting any special treatment just for what he's doing. Just like Tommy Boy should never be shirtless, like ever.
Hey, don't body shame.
Ever. No, I'm just kidding. Ooh, yes. He manscapes, guys. So no, I'm just playing. But anyway, no. Tom Brady should not feel like he's obligated or he has the right to go and do that. He's a civilian just like anybody else. Just because he's got a few Super Bowl rings on his fingers does not mean that he can just go and trespass. If they say, hey, people, you have to stay home. I mean, shoot, doesn't he have like a multi-million-dollar estate? I'm sure he does. Why can't he train in his backyard, which is probably a football field anyway? You see what I'm saying? You can't go and train at home? That's stupid. That's ridiculous, man. So don't sit there and say that you don't go and train. That's dumb. I'm sorry. That's a dumbass move. You shouldn't be doing that, bruh. Period. That's what I think on that, man. That's stupid. That's stupid. Anyway, so what else is going on? I know we got a few other things.
Yeah, we got a few things. This is a unique opportunity to bring this up. There's a TV journalist out of Sacramento who was doing like everybody's doing now, doing these remotes from home. And she was doing a makeup tutorial. Decided to do it in the bathroom while her husband was in the shower, naked, washing himself. And yeah, that guy made an appearance on TV.
Yeah.
Full frontal nudity on Sacramento Network News.
Full Wang Chung.
Doing her makeup.
Full Wang Chung. Full Wang Chung. I was like, and it's funny because I watched the video. And we can't play it on here, unfortunately, but I watched the video. I watched the video, and I'm sitting there going, like, where? I don't see what they're talking about. And then there's a freeze frame picture of it, of the scene, and they're just like, wait for it, just look, and when you find it, just wait for it until you see it. And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this dude is out here just. And she just didn't know. Why would she take why would she go, okay, I got to shoot this right now, babe. Okay, honey, I'm going to take a shower. Like, why? But why though?
No idea. And we can see ourselves in these, in the laptop right now. I can see what I look like, unfortunately. And, you can see what's going on. So you would think at some point she'd be like, oh, that's bad. I'll move this over that way. But nope. Full Monty.
I guess she just didn't see, or she thought that maybe there was enough fog on the shower glass or something like that. I don't know. The shower door's glass or something like that. I don't know. But it literally, he's full on out there just chilling in the cut. Twig and Barry's just out there for everyone to just see.
He looks pretty well endowed too. He's doing all right.
Tom?
Interesting.
Yeah?
You've been locked up for way too long. You're getting prison thoughts.
Oh, no.
You're getting prison thoughts, man. You better be careful now. Prison thoughts. Anyway, what else is going on, man?
Oh, let's see. We've got Trump is going to suspend all immigration into the U.S. over coronavirus.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
He's saying this is because of coronavirus, but we all know since before day one as president, he wanted to limit both legal and illegal immigration. So, of course, he's using this opportunity to shut down immigration, especially during an election year, because he knows who his base is and he knows what they respond to. So, of course, he's going to shut down immigration during an election year. His base will eat it right up.
Yeah.
He's saying...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, he's saying that this was done in order to, protect jobs because the economy's obviously not doing too well, which, all of this would be believable if it weren't for the fact that he's been saying since day one, I want to do away with immigration. So, yeah, it's underhanded. It's taking advantage of the situation, I think, and doesn't really fit with the spirit of America. But what that President Trump does really fit with the spirit of America. I don't know.
You know. So wait, is it immigration just from like one country, or is it everywhere?
I believe it's everywhere.
So he just shut the borders off to new applicants.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Just
he says
new
it's
applicants.
temporary.
Do you know have other countries done this too?
That I don't know. But I mean, obviously, people have cut down on international travel and stuff like that, as have we. But I don't know. I mean, as far as I've heard, this is the first halt on immigration. But yeah, he's cutting back on this on immigration, and yeah, I mean, your huddled masses, all that kind of stuff, I guess, is just out the window. He says it's a temporary suspension, which I guess means it'll last until after the election cycle, and then he'll pull it back. But
we'll see how long that lasts.
It's pretty cynical. It's a pretty cynical ploy, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I'm interested to see how long that lasts. To a certain extent. I mean, I find it really messed up. One, I understand if it's going to be a situation of him saying, hey, we are going to shut the borders because we're trying to stop this outbreak, this pandemic from continuing to grow, right? I can see that if the country's being shut down. But if he's trying to get the country to open back up, there's no reason for him to shut down the borders. That's my personal opinion on it. I understand if he's sitting there going, hey, we're shutting down the country. We have to because of everything that's going on. So we have to shut down the borders. I get it. I'm fully behind that 100%, and I get that. But if you're going to sit there and go, we must open everything for business. We must, then everything else should apply. Everything else should be back open and running as well. So I feel like this is just his excuse. It's just an excuse for him to shut things down. Oh, because of Corona. Oh, because of that Rona, yo. That's why. Because of that COVID. Come on, man. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, that's what Edward Snowden was saying, that all these things are going to be put in place because of coronavirus that may not actually be applied to coronavirus, and then those are the things that will stand around for years to come.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It will be interesting to see what how soon that's actually lifted, how temporary it is. So.
Wow.
Interesting.
Temporarily permanent.
I don't mean to go backwards really quick, but I just saw a comment that Debbie just commented on about the about the news anchor showing her husband's penis and everything.
Yeah.
So Debbie just said one of the live streamers that I follow on YouTube got so drunk and gave her boyfriend fellatio in front of us, 1,000 watching.
Wow.
Facts. That is crazy, and that's on YouTube. Anyway, I know that's a left turn back to, we're kind of doing a U-turn, but we're going to circle back. But I just thought that was very interesting. I was just reading the comments, and that's some wild stuff. Wow.
Did she turn it off or keep on watching is the question.
I'm sure she watched to completion. No, I'm kidding.
This is going on?
It's a science project. I'm learning something here. It's National Geographic stuff. It's totally normal. It's totally normal. Anyway, what else is going on, man?
All right, we've got. Let's see. You remember Tony Spell, the Life Tabernacle Church in Central Louisiana?
Yes, I remember this.
Yes, there's an arrest warrant out for Tony Spell for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Get out of here! Oh, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, there was a protester outside his church, saying everybody should be social distancing. And Pastor Tony Spell was driving a, white school bus, and caught on video is him looking like he's trying to run this guy over with the school bus. So
wait, do we
looks like
have?
he's trying to back into him.
Do we have the
So
video?
Yeah, there's video. There's video. Of it.
You know, unfortunately, I got to pull this up because we all got to see it for ourselves. We have definitely got to see this for
Got run
ourselves.
over by a school bus.
Wow.
What's that song?
Wow. Hold up. I need to find it. That is wild. That is wild. I don't believe that at all.
Yeah,
or actually, I do. Actually, I do believe it. But at the same time, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is incredible. Okay, where's the video? Oh, it's in it. It's in the thing.
Yeah, I think it's about.
Yeah.
It's about 50 seconds into it.
Okay. Pardon the noise. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Nobody do it like I can.
Hold up. Gotta love that. Medea gets a job. Okay. It's 45.
It's about 50
this,
seconds in.
This
Maybe
is
52
oh, okay. Here's the other one. It's the other one. All right. There's multiple videos in here. No. Oh. Hold up. There's a lot. Wait. Which video? Which video clip? Because I'm looking at the link that you emailed me. There's
the
two
top
different.
one right underneath the headline about.
Oh, this is. That's a video. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's about 52 or 3 seconds in.
He was honking his horn.
Wow, this is insane.
Coming in reverse.
Wow, hold up. I'm trying to
just take
cue
a
it
look
up.
at this.
Okay, hold up. This is some wild stuff.
Surveillance video from after the noon service at Life Tabernacle.
At first, I thought he was just backing, like turning around his bus and gonna pull away, but he just kept coming in reverse.
Bruh.
Showing this white bus coming to a stop just short of where Trey Bennett was standing.
Homie!
I could see him driving the bus. He was honking his horn loudly at me and making gestures that suggested he was yelling while he was driving. It didn't seem real until it was physically in my face with a bus.
Pastor
Wow, hold
Spell
on.
spoke with WAFB and admitted he was driving the bus and simply wanted
that
to go
thing's
out
going
and
beep,
confront the
beep,
protester.
beep, beep,
His
beep,
wife,
beep,
who was
beep,
also
beep,
on that
beep.
bus at the same time, talked him out of it. Spell saying,
Wait, hold
that
on.
man has been-
You just talked over something that was really important. Hold on. I want everyone to hear that. Hold up.
Loudly at me and making gestures that suggested he was yelling while he was driving. It didn't seem real until it was physically in my face with a bus.
Pastor Spell spoke with WAFB and admitted he was driving the bus and simply wanted to go out and confront the protester. His wife, who was also on that bus at the same time, talked him out of it. Spell saying, that man has been in front of my church driveway for 3 weeks now. He shoots people obscene finger gestures and shouts vulgarities.
I haven't done anything of the sort. I just stand there with a sign. I don't say anything to anybody.
The warrant issued to Spell by Central PD accuses him of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. But take a look at this video as well. Bennett stayed for the evening service at Life Tabernacle. You can see someone driving a white truck appears to swerve off the road in an apparent attempt to hit him.
He just pulled over at me and turned into the church.
Wow.
That was much faster than what Tony Spell was doing when he drove the bus at me.
The protester says he just wants Pastor Spell to quit holding services and jeopardizing the health of his community.
My main concern for the current right now is that this church gets closed down.
Oh my God. That is insane, yo. That is insane. That is wow. Wow. That is some messed up stuff. So, oh my God. I'm like trying to piece this whole thing together because it doesn't make, I mean, it makes sense actually. It definitely makes sense. But why would you take your white school bus and try to run a protester over?
Mm-hmm.
You're a man of God.
Yeah.
You're a man of the cloth. What the hell is wrong with you? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not, I mean, wow. Not trying to say that he was trying to kill him, but my Lord,
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, one of the parishioners there at the Life Tabernacle Church also tried to run over another protester. So
Unbelievable.
that whole parish is just one big clown car. It sounds like.
Oh my God. That's insane, yo. I mean, but the thing is see, but this is the thing. This is the issue that we're in. See what I'm saying? This is what we see all the time. So, I mean, you know, he's been doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, this Tony Spell guy is like, oh, you know, everyone's baptized in the blood of Jesus. Everybody's going to be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Come and we have the right to assembly. We have a right to praise God. We have a right to our faith, which I totally get and I'm totally down for. But or I totally understand the faith part. But when there's a virus going around, you shouldn't be doing those things in the first place. If it's something where you get, if you're in close proximity with another person, then he goes and sits there and says, "Hey, everyone must tithe all of their money, the $1,200 that you're getting as a stimulus check, you know, tithe back into your evangelists and all that." Obviously, he was trying to make a quick buck. Then you got somebody who's out there just saying, "Hey, he has a right to protest." He has a right to assemble, like he has a right to his speech and his own personal opinions. You try to take a full-on, that wasn't even a short bus. It was a full-on bus that you try to back into a dude. Come on, y'all. You stupid. Man, you ugly, man. Wow. That's whack, man. That is super whack. Guys,
we need to put a little Buddy Christ figurine out in the front of that church there.
It's so it's so ridiculous, man. That is some real stuff, man. This is the world that we live in. That is what we do. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
We got one more article here.
Okay.
Want to do that? U.S. Supreme Court has abolished split jury verdicts. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently up until just now, Louisiana and Oregon, you did not need a unanimous jury verdict to convict somebody. You just needed a majority, but they were allowed, this was a racist these were racist Jim Crow era laws that were put into effect in Oregon and Louisiana around after slavery, so that, when they said a jury of your peers, if they had a black person on the jury and the black person said, "I don't think he's guilty," they could say, "Well, your vote doesn't count." Oh. And then they could, So,
oh wow,
the Supreme Court, a 6-3 decision that crossed. It was kind of a bipartisan consensus, strangely, for the Supreme Court. They agreed that a jury needs to be unanimous. That these were, and they pretty much explicitly said that these were racist laws that were put in to keep black people's voices on the jury from counting. So finally, Louisiana and Oregon can join the rest of the country in having unanimous verdicts. I don't think this will affect everybody that's ever been sentenced by a split jury, but any new cases going forward, and I think any cases that haven't yet gone through the appeals process will be, I guess, retried. But, that raises questions about whether or not they'll have to retry everybody who has ever been convicted through a split jury decision.
That's a good question.
Yeah, innocent unless proven kind of guilty.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a totally ridiculous thing. And it's interesting that it's Louisiana and Oregon.
Yeah.
I mean, Oregon has got some racist history to it. I believe Portland for a while there was actually a whites only city. And that's one of the reasons why it's such a, yeah.
Have you been to Portland?
That's one of the reasons why it's such a white city today, is because back in the day, I mean, it was pretty much law. It was law that Portland banned black people. So
it's crazy, man.
You know, we think of Portland, Oregon this day, you know, in these days is like this super progressive liberal hub, but that's not its history. Its history is pretty racist, awful, awful kind of history to it.
I hear that Oregon has like one of the largest death rates from dysentery on this trail that they have.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, I never really. Did you play Oregon Trail a lot? Who played Oregon?
Yeah, in grade school. I mean, it was one of the computer games that we played there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'd always play Lemonade Stand. That was mine.
Yeah, those are good. How about you, Pascal? You play Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail, for sure. I've never heard of Lemonade Stand, ever. I never heard of that. That's a new one for me.
Lemonade.
Huh?
You sell lemonade.
Yeah.
Really?
You buy lemons. You have to price everything, and it's all about turning a profit.
Yes.
And there was Sticky Bear, which I never played, but that was the other big one.
That's news to me. What else is there? What else is there in the news? Real quick.
Well, I mean, that's about. Well, there's the protest today in Jeff City, Missouri.
Yes.
Against the shutdown. So I'm sure a lot of Missouri's finest will be out in front of the Capitol today protesting the shutdown.
Now, all those people are out there protesting, and it's not considered an essential trip. Do you think they should all be fined?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go window to window, door to door at all the parked cars and just hand out fines?
Yep.
Oh, here's your $5,000 fine. Oh, you thought that stimulus check was going to help you out. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, you know, because obviously it's turned into a trend. So I'm interested to see what happens with these protests, if they're actually being heard, if these protests are even working, man. You know, like let's keep it real. I mean, you know, speaking of states reopening, Georgia is now starting on Friday, if I'm correct. At the end of this week, they will be reopening some non-essential things, but it seems almost like they just threw everything in and the kitchen sink to be reopened in Georgia. I mean, everything from massage therapists to hairstylists to, I mean, everything. Everything is pretty much opened. What do you say, Tom?
Movie theaters.
Even movie theaters are going to start being
like
open.
Breeding ground.
Yes. So here it is. One by one, I'm sure one by one, a lot of these companies are going to start doing this. I mean, not companies, I'm sorry. A lot of these states are going to start following in suit. But I think it's a really dumb idea to open up everything like that. Hey, we're going to open up movie theaters. We're going to do all this stuff. No, man, I don't think it's a good idea. I just don't.
No.
The funny thing is that there has been spikes of cases every time that there is a state that goes and does a protest. There's a spike in their cases of the Rona. So I just, I don't know, man. Just don't think, I don't know if it's a good idea right now. I don't think it's a good move. Movie theaters, like Debbie just said, I miss movie theaters. I miss movie theaters too, but I like my life and I like breathing and I like being on this planet. I can wait till certain things are open again, but I understand that people need to work. I understand everybody needs to earn their keep and that $1,200 ain't nothing. I mean, that's nothing, to a lot of people, but it's important that we need to do this in a procedural manner. You know what I mean? We need to start doing this in the right way, not just open everything up, just all the floodgates open. Man, just it's scary. We need to start playing smart, guys, not dumb.
Yeah.
And Georgia opening up everything? Okay, you know what? Let Georgia be the guinea pig. Sure, go ahead. Let them be the lab rat for the country then. And let us see what happens in the next week. And see if their numbers go up. If their numbers do go up, cool. Then we know not to do that. But I have a feeling that there's going to be other ones that are going to other states that are going to slowly start opening up things. because they're going to go, well, our cases aren't that big. So, and we need to get things moving and we need people to start making money and no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As of right
So
now,
we'll see.
Missouri on May 4th or May 5th is going to be reopening up certain businesses as well.
Certain businesses, but not all.
Yeah, I know like gyms and hair cutting and other places. I don't know all the specifics, but it's a lot of states are doing it.
But that's weeks from now. You got to remember that too. That's weeks from now. It's not right now. It's not in 4 days. You see what I'm saying? It's not end of the week. It's not Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 weeks from now. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I can see that. And then even St. Louis, even where we're at, St. Louis, we're not even doing anything until mid-May.
Yeah.
We're shut down until mid-May. And we don't have as bad of numbers. You know, I'm 100% behind the governor right now. You know, let's keep things shut down for just a little bit. It's not great that people are furloughed. Let me keep it real. It's not great. We all need money. We all need to get by. We are all stretching our dollars. We are all freaking out. We are all losing sleep. I get that. But I'll take losing sleep and stretching the dollar over dying.
Yeah.
We got to do this in the right way. What were we going to say, Tom?
This guy, let's not forget that the governor of Georgia is the same guy that did all sorts of voter suppression to beat Stacey Abrams in that election a couple years back.
Yeah.
So he's an all-around scumbag. He's, I saw somebody tweeted out last night. It's like, last election cycle, he just, did all kinds of voter suppression. This time, he's just going to kill us so we can't vote.
Yeah. Shoot. So that Stacey Abrams can't ask for a recount.
Right.
Shoot. No, don't worry. You know for a fact she's probably going to be running mate for Biden. So that's a much better view.
Yeah.
It's a much better view. If they win, it's a much better view than governor of Georgia, just to keep it straight funky. The parties are just that much better over there, I'm sure. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what other states do over this time. There is no reason for the protests at all. But the thing is that you see Trump, he's gaslighting people, man. He's gaslighting everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's just, every single character that he types into his Twitter is getting everybody riled up. All of his supporters being damn right. I have rights kind of thing. And this is the situation. And so now we're here. Now we got people going, oh, let's go to Jefferson City and shut down the streets so that we can make a point. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Makes no bloody sense. The funny, James said, the funny thing would be if they open up and a second virus wave hits. Facts. There's also even the WHO, World Health Organization, is sitting here saying, guys, we haven't even seen it yet. We have not seen the veracity of this virus yet. We need to hold on. We need to not open things up because we ain't seen nothing yet. Now, China is also not giving us all the information that we need. They are not telling us the truth. They're not telling us the numbers that they have. They're trying to hide the fact that there's a second wave going on in China right now. There's a second wave going on in China right now. Why are we not listening to this? Why are we not pulling this out and talking about these things? If China is getting a second wave, God forbid we start getting a second wave, guys.
Yeah.
We got to start being smart. I get some businesses can open. I get that part. I'm doing a Trump thing. I get it. Totally. We can totally open it. It's totally fine. I get it. I get opening some things. Some. To the very fine, like a very thin line of responsibilities and capabilities of what you'd be able to do in that business. But at the same time, we need to be ready for the second wave. We're still unprepared on this first wave. We still don't have enough stuff.
Yeah.
And then our dumbasses, because we're American and we're stubborn as all get out, We want to get out and just run around and do all this stuff and protest because we want to be around people. We want to get laid and make our money too. And it's like, come on, guys. It's life or death now.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you think of the likelihood that Kim Jong-un didn't have heart surgery, but actually has coronavirus?
I literally was thinking that they're like, oh, he was undergoing heart surgery. What if he had the Rona? What if he got the Rona? Just a thought. I mean, there's a lot of things that they won't let you know, that they refuse to let you know. You know what I'm saying?
The problem with dictatorships,
Damn.
Well, keep in mind that the way North Korea thinks of their leaders, they think they don't go to the bathroom, they don't get sick.
Yep.
They view them as gods.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah, that they're remaining mum on this is kind of par for the course for them.
Yep.
But, coronavirus, there have been recent studies that have shown that coronavirus can damage the heart, in extreme cases. So
that's true.
Maybe there's truth in both of things.
Also, I'll say this too. There's also a Broadway star that has had his leg amputated because of complications from the coronavirus, and he had a bunch of blood clots and all that. And like I said, we do not fully know the full extent of what this virus can do, and yet people are running around here waving their AR-15s, trying to say, my body, my choice, and I have a right to do whatever I want, waving their Confederate flags, spitting out their rhetoric all day long, their hateful rhetoric, just so that they can go back to work. Yeah. Shutting down streets that hospitals need to get to their hospitals. The emergency vehicles can go and take care of people who are dying. That person's cousin, their third cousin twice removed, is in the back of that emergency vehicle, and they don't give a damn because they just want to wave around their AR-15 and their Confederate flag saying that they got rights to earn money. Get the hell out of here, man. Mm-hmm. Y'all should know better than that, but nobody gives a damn. Those people don't give a damn because they just only care about their freaking rights.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, hopefully there aren't that many protesters out. These have so far not been like huge protests. I think I had read that through the weekend so far, there had only been like 5,000 or so estimated to have been at protests across the country. So, I mean, it's not like, huge protests with hundreds of thousands of people or anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a small protest. Hopefully Missouri doesn't embarrass itself on the national news again tonight.
Yeah.
We're kind of prone to do that.
We will most definitely see what happens in the very near future here, for sure, with those protests and see if they even work. Now, and like I said, if they open up the state, let's just say, for example, Missouri goes next. And they say, sure, let's open up within the confines of certain things, like you can have massage therapists can go back to work, hairstylists can get back to work, so on and so forth. There's a certain thing, but some caveats, right? And nothing happens, then I will shut the hell up. And I will sit there and go, I am wrong. You were right. My bad, bros. But I have yet to see anything of that sort actually happening. Anytime that there's an assembly in any state, there's a spike of cases. Do the math. That's all I'm going to say. Every person nothing wrong with you being a Trump supporter. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with you thinking that you have a right to earn your money or go back to work. Trust me, I get it. A month being locked up for a month can be really hard for everybody. But do the math.
Yeah.
That's it.
Month now or another month later, or 3 months or 4 months. Yeah.
And I mean, the World Health Organization, the president of the World Health Organization just recently said that the worst of this is still ahead of us. Now, granted, he wasn't really talking about the United States. He was talking about it reaching Africa, where they don't have as many ventilators or as many hospital beds. But still, I mean, But we're not out of this by any means.
But we're no way near out the weeds right now. We're not out of the woods right now. We're still in the thick of it too, but now there's people who speculate that maybe the Africa and hotter climate countries won't get hit as hard because they believe that the heat will kill the virus, and I can't really say anything because I don't know. I think that it still will be around. Just like the flu gets, heat kills the flu. So that's why you don't have spikes in flu season. There's no flu season during the summer. But it's still a virus that still can be passed around and people can still get it. So I don't know how much of it is true. I don't know if it really can. I don't know if it can get killed by heat by itself. We don't know that. We can only find out when we get into the summertime, unfortunately.
I was reading yesterday. They were talking about vaccines. I was reading a New York Magazine article. I'm sure there are other articles out there, but they were saying that it may not be possible to make a COVID-19 vaccine, that all these companies are trying it now, but the closest relative to COVID-19 is the SARS virus. And they tried making vaccines for SARS virus. And while they were able to raise antibody levels in hosts, the antibody levels weren't high enough to kill the virus. So it's very possible we may never have a vaccine for this. And it may be something where we just need to come up with better treatment or just accept the fact that we have a new cause of death floating around.
Yeah. Or we just have to do a shutdown, literally keep our distance completely. I mean, that's the only other idea, the only other thought I can think of for it to fully initially be gone is for everyone to be locked up in a way, shut away for 2 weeks or 2 to 3 weeks for it to just die out. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, we gotta go into a quick commercial break. We can continue this conversation in a little bit. But we got to go into a quick commercial break, and then we still have this or that and all of that, and of course our question of the day. So we will be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Keep the comments going on down below, and if you haven't done that yet and you're watching, crush that like button on our feed right now. If you would please ever so kindly do so. Anyway, we'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us have in this scrutiny. All the good people different to me.
Take up your glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers, and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers. They're not so unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degrading for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range, so if you get hungry, come on by.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood, we inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. For more information, call us now.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
Sex, money, power, respect. All of us live in this community. Only good people different to me.
Take up in glass.
The festival is crazy in the streets. Deception, the fakers, and leaks. Entertainers and trucking for tweakers and losing their suckers. They're not so unique. All of us under surveillance. We wasn't feeling they made it. Half of them stumbling around and they faded. They live in the world that's degraded for people that's constantly hated.
Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Hey, it's Mike from Sugar Fire. Still open all of our locations. Carry out, delivery, curbside. Call in. We're delivering outside of our range to you. So if you get hungry, come on by.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like I always say, if it's your first time checking out our Facebook show or our YouTube channel show or our Twitch, please go and follow us on all those things. Go check out our YouTube channel. We got a whole bunch of stuff on our YouTube channel. Debbie is, I think she's signing off, so I'm just going to say, hey, Debbie, thank you so much for being on the show today. And yes, we were going to get into that conversation about Prince and how today is his death day. He passed away today, 4 years ago today. So real quick, RIP to our brother and one of the greatest musicians out there to have ever lived, Prince. So I do have purple lights going on behind me right now. How fitting. So yes, to my brother, the one who always was wearing purple, our brother Prince, may he rest in peace. Anyway, the guys are back with us. And all of that, it's time to go into our this or that today because there are some things to talk about. Now, this is an interesting one, and so I got to throw this up so everybody can see it. So it's this or that today. You are in a beat-up truck with just a front seat, and you are riding with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. You're on a road trip, okay? So you're riding in a truck with only a front seat availability, and you're riding in that truck with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. And then also you are in the nicest tricked out Ferrari, and that's with you, Amy Schumer, and Jennifer Lawrence. So again, you're in a truck with basically like a U-Haul truck, and the only people that you have on this road trip with you is Eddie Murphy or Arsenio Hall, or you're on one of the fastest, dopest rides ever, a Ferrari, but you're with Amy Schumer and Jennifer Lawrence on a road trip. Which one would you pick? All right, so I definitely got to know what you guys think. Definitely comment down below and let me know what you think, because holy cow. I can only imagine what people would pick. All right, I'm going to throw it to the guys.
So, Tom, you go first on this one.
I can see ups and downs of either one of them. I think I'd go with, and no shade on anybody involved in any of this, I think I'd rather go with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall in the beat-up truck. Not because I don't really like Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer's fine. I'm not one of her haters. I think Jennifer Lawrence is fine also. But I do worry over a long trip. You know, Amy Schumer is more known for her insult comedy than Eddie Murphy is. So I worry it would be a long trip of Amy Schumer just tearing me apart and making fun of me, and I would leave, with my tail between my legs after that trip. So I'd go with Eddie and Arsenio in the truck.
Okay. Jack?
Now, I guess it depends on how far we're going for this road trip, and it's is this like a 3-hour long thing, or is this like a 5-day trip? Because it's going to be able to wear down you a little bit on who's with you that whole time anyway. But I think I would do, if I was driving the Ferrari, it might be one thing. If I had to sit in the back and have my legs all crammed up in there and be listening to the two of them in the front seat, because Amy Schumer and Jennifer Lawrence are like friends.
Right.
So they're going to be going to town. It'd probably be funny as can be, listening to part of the conversations. But I think that overall I'd rather be in the truck with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, just because, just for Eddie Murphy alone. I think that it would be a hysterical ride the entire way.
Right.
And it would just be like the stories that could be told from the two of them would be, I think, so much greater than the stories that Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Schumer have just because of their age.
Word.
So like they're legendary in the truck, where they're up and coming in the or new age in the Ferrari, you know. But it'd be cool to drive in a Ferrari for a road trip. You get there pretty damn fast. And that beat up truck, you're hoping you're making it up that mountain hill, you know.
Yeah. Facts.
And the other thing I didn't think about with this is if you're driving around with the truck and Eddie Murphy's driving, you might very well be picking up a transsexual prostitute on the way to wherever you're going. So
That's right.
you might be sharing that back seat.
Oh, God.
Bruh. First off, he didn't know. No, I'm just kidding. Literally that was the moment that ruined his career. But anyway, moving on. It really was the movie. That was the move, and the choice that he made was the movie, or was that choice ruined his movie career. Ruined it. That's my theory. I think that it was like once he got caught with that transvestite, once he got caught with that transvestite, it was a wrap, son. You know, that's when he started putting out really bad movies. Anyway, James on, I'm going to say it. James on YouTube just said he would do the first one too. I agree. Personally, I don't think I'd want to be in the same car with Amy Schumer and Jennifer Lawrence. I feel like it would be a very, very empty conversation of a trip. It would be a very empty trip with a lot of empty conversation, very superficial crap. That's what I feel about Amy Schumer. And I feel like if I had to hear, and just the other day I did this whole rant about female comedians and how they only talk about their vaginas. Oh my God, my vagina, my vagina, my vagina, my vagina. So to me, it's like, if I had to hear Amy Schumer, because she is the queen of talking about her vagina and how it's a revolving door, or, oh my God, I'm such a slut because I did this and this. It's like, oh God, shoot me in the face. So I don't think I could listen to two girls who are exactly almost the same in a way. They both kind of have the same kind of sense of humor. Now, I think I would be able to deal with Jennifer Lawrence a little bit more, I feel, than Amy Schumer, because I feel like it would be Amy Schumer just, I don't know. I just find her kind of annoying. That's just me. Well,
it's a good thing Eddie Murphy's never done any bits about him having sex or about his penis.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he still talks about swinging it around, that kind of thing, but that's another conversation in itself.
That was sarcasm.
But right. But the reason why I would pick the pickup truck with Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy is because the stories would be legendary. The amount of movies that they did together, let alone apart, Eddie Murphy's career in itself, and just picking his brain and wanting to know how he became who he is and all that, man, I would kill for that. I'd want to know that story more than anything in the world, for sure. Just, by a landslide, I will take that pickup truck, front seat only pickup truck all day long. And if it ends up being a really long trip, shoot, then I just made two really good friends, along the way. So that's what I think. Ferrari, the only reason why I would maybe take the Ferrari with those two is because I know it would be a very quick trip, like Jack just said. So I wouldn't have to deal with their asses for so long. Or the vroom of the engine would just deafen them out. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, all right, we're going to get here. It says it's going to take us 3 hours, but we're going to get here in an hour and a half because I can't stand listening to you guys banter. And that's the other thing. I feel like they would not include me into their conversation. I feel like they would be extremely self-centered and only into their own stuff, and they would have all these inside jokes type of thing. Whereas I feel like Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, they're best friends as well, but I feel like they would include me in the stories. Like, oh, well, let me tell you the story about this thing. And it would just be a riot the entire time. It might be a slow ride, but it would be me laughing till my sides hurt the entire time. So that's for sure Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy, without a doubt.
Yeah. Awesome.
There you go.
I had put it up on Reddit. There was only a few comments on it, and everyone said Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall as well.
Yeah.
The only person that said anything about the Ferrari was like, only if I'm allowed to drive and wear headphones.
Yeah, I mean, imagine being able to drive a Ferrari to begin with and go cross country in a Ferrari. That would be dope. But you better be packing very lightly. You better be packing hella lightly. You know? Anyway.
Gotta stop for a pee break every 15 minutes. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh darn.
I mean, drinking in the car the whole way there. Like,
just
a sloppy Jennifer Lawrence in the back seat.
Exactly.
It's like hanging over the driver. Like,
no, both of them would be sloppy drunks. They would both be sloppy as hell. You know, you'd have Amy Schumer just going, I'm drinking out of 40. And then it would be Jennifer Lawrence in the back trying to roll a joint while the top is down with us blazing down the road. And she'd be consistently complaining about how the fact that she can't roll a proper joint. You see what I'm saying? Like, I already see the moments of like just stupidity just coming out of these moments.
Hang on. Jennifer Lawrence has got weed?
She's got weed.
Oh, okay. I'm changing my thing then. We're going with Jennifer Lawrence and Amy Schumer. Sure.
And Eddie Murphy does not drink or smoke, allegedly. So it would be a very sober ride, but it'd be a fun ride. It'd be a very fun ride. Yeah. The stories they would have, my God. If I could get anything, if I can get any story I wanted out of them type of thing, like just information that you'd never get anywhere else, but I have to be sworn into secrecy type of thing, man, I would take that road trip in a heartbeat, because I know that there's stuff that they know that we don't know. So anyway, so that was this or that, guys. Thanks for participating. Right. You know what I mean? He said we could reminisce. James said we could reminisce about movies for hours, or we could reminisce about that movie for hours. Coming to America, and I agree. I feel like he would. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would just be really great stories. Really great stories. But anyway.
Now, what if it was Eddie Murray instead of Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murray. Wait, who's Eddie Murray?
Yeah, who's Eddie Murray?
Eddie Murray. Hold on, I'm thinking of a different Murray. I know Eddie Murray. I think Eddie Murray is actually a baseball player.
Oh, then no. I'm not trying to talk to no baseball player unless it's like some legendary baseball player. You know, if it's Ozzie Smith or something like that, come on, sign me up. That's my brother right there. I will go and talk to him for hours. The stuff that he knows, the information that he knows, whew, I would kill for that. But just some random Eddie Murray, nah. We'd be talking about baseball stats that I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh, great.
He's got a great mustache.
RBIs. Congratulations on the RBIs. Woo. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. Anyway, yes, Cardinals all day long. Hey, you know, I'm wearing I'm representing the Lou right now. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of Blues gear. Tom is just representing.
He was playing Skins earlier, so.
Yeah, it was. That's right.
Yeah, he was. Anyway, let's go into birthdays, shall we? Let's wrap this show up. Let's wrap it up, B. Hold on 1 second. Oh, man. You know what? I'm not playing the song. You want to know why? Because then I have to take you guys out. Then I have to put these things back together, the trio thing, and it takes forever. And by the time it's over, or by the time I would have it working, it would be over. So let's just go ahead and do this, raw dog it.
All right.
Yes.
So, turning the ripe age of 94 years old today from London, England, She is the constitutional monarch of 16 countries and the supreme governor of the Church of England after her coronation in 1953.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Correct.
Blah.
Correct. Turning 41 years old today out of Glasgow, Scotland, this actor who rose to prominence for his roles in Atonement, The Last King of Scotland, and the X-Men series. He also was in an M. Night Shyamalan film called Split.
Yep.
And,
James McAvoy.
Yes.
Very good actor.
We have out of San Diego, California.
By the way, real quick, I'm sorry, but if you have not seen The Last King of Scotland, go check it out. It's really good. Anyway,
check it out. I have not seen it. I've seen ads like the screenshot of it, but I have never watched it.
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
I'll have to go check it out. Yeah. Let's see. Turning 40 years old today out of San Diego, California, this football player was an NFL quarterback who was selected his first Pro Bowl game in 2006, representing the Dallas Cowboys. He set a number of Cowboy franchise records, and after retirement, he became a color analyst for the NFL. He broke Troy Aikman's Cowboys franchise record for most touchdown passes.
But he's a quarterback?
Yep.
Tony Romo?
Correct.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sports.
There you, Romo. Yes. Sports. Okay. Out of Muskegon, Michigan, this 73-year-old punk singer is a frontman for one of the most influential proto-punk bands of all time, the Stooges.
Oh, that's the...
Don't know it.
Oh, why am I blanking on his name? Lust for Life. Iggy Pop.
There we go.
Yeah.
The most
Also,
ripped
likes to be
70-year-old
shirtless.
man I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks better shirtless than I do. I will say that.
He looks incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what drugs does to him.
Yeah.
It makes him ripped.
Let's see, this one might be more in Pascal's line. From Dallas, Texas, turning 35 years old today.
Because I'm black. Okay.
No, because you watch reality TV.
Oh, I don't, actually. I actually don't.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead.
She rose to fame as a frontrunner of the ABC dating reality series The Bachelor. She competed for the heart of Nick Vialli on the popular competition show, and she became the Bachelorette, the first African-American woman to be cast as a lead on the show.
Omarosa. I don't know. I don't watch reality TV, bruh. I really don't. I don't. I don't know who that is, to be honest.
It's a woman with two first names, Rachel Lindsay.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who that is. Like I said, I don't watch that show.
All right. From Louisville, Kentucky, turning 50 years old today, this comedian is known as his correspondent work on The Daily Show. He is also a co-star in the Adult Swim comedy action series NTSF SD SUV. He's also been on several high-profile films, The Hangover and 21 Jump Street.
That it? Ed Helms?
Nope. He was in the film Going the Distance with Drew Barrymore. He was on SNL from 2004 to 2005. He portrayed Larry the Cable Guy, Howard Dean, Rick Sanchez, and Mark McGuire, and Toby Keith.
Wow. Why am I...
He was
This
Mr.
is right up
O'Hare
my
in the 2012 film The Lorax.
I have no
Starts
clue.
with an R.
So he was on The Daily Show.
Daily Show. He was in The Hangover. He was on 21 Jump Street. He does voices in the Adult Swim comedy action series NTSF SD SUV. He was part of the U.S. Marine Corps.
Oh!
Wait, is he the voice of on Family Guy?
He might be one of them, yeah.
He's Joe. He plays Joe, I think.
I think it might be him, yeah.
Joe Swanson?
What's
Family
his name?
Guy? I don't know his name, though.
I'm blanking on him. He did stuff with the NFL, right?
Uh-huh. Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle, there it is.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
It's the guy.
I don't know if he does the voice on Family Guy. Voice,
Maybe I got it
I'll
wrong.
look that up for you. Voice Family Guy
Oh
for
no,
Joe.
no, it's not. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. What's his name? Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle. Yep.
That sounds so familiar.
If you
Is
see
he
his
the one?
face, you're like, oh.
Wow. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Pa!
Yeah. Yeah.
Step Brothers?
Yep.
When he's in Step Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. Pa!
Okay.
Are you saying pow or pa? Pa!
Yes, that guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. We got 2 left here.
Okay.
We got from Queens, Illinois, turning 38 years old today. This movie actor had roles in the 2010 film Burlesque and the 2012 film Think Like a Man. He was a host on 106 in Park from 2006 to 2012.
Terrence
and
J.
He became the co-anchor of E! News.
Terrence J.
Yep.
Terrence J.
Go. And then for the last one today, we have from New Haven, Connecticut, turning 36 years old. This TV actor was in Breaking In and Love That Girl. He was popular on Vine with 2.2 million followers by the time the app shut down. He appeared in Joan of Arcadia, and he was Bucky in the film Fat Albert. He was featured in Matisyahu's Miracle music video.
I don't know his name.
He played Pookie in the 2014 film Walk of Shame.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't know his name.
Alfonso McCauley.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
If you see his face, you're like, oh, okay. That
Yeah. He's got a very familiar face.
So, yeah. So,
And those are the birthdays.
Today. Happy birthday to all them famous peoples out there.
Yeah, happy birthday to everybody. You know what I mean?
Happy
birthday. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. It really does mean a lot. James just said, I worked in college. I worked for the Dallas Cowboys. My job was to park the cars of the Dallas Cowgirls. Wow. That's interesting news. That's a cool story. I bet that's a very interesting story. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to be back on a little bit later today, so be sure to tune in. We'll be talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. Big thank you to Jack and Tom for being on the show again today. Really, really appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to get going. Much love to you guys. I will see you guys a little bit later. Like I said, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So see you then. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. I'll see you guys at 5. Much love to you guys. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say,